This is interview session number 1 with James. Recorded April 5th, 2008. Copyright 2008 Wingmakers. All rights reserved. Are you talking about a 2012?
I suppose in a roundabout way I am.
Yeah. I have to say that the subject of 2012 is a frequent question that I get as well. Lots of different perspectives ranging from, like end times, the second coming, to a new golden age. It seems like it's all over the map, and it's an odd thing because you would expect it to have more of a convergence feel to it. And yet there seems to be about as divergent view on 2012 and what to expect as any event I've ever heard about. So can you speak to that issue? I mean, what exactly will happen in 2012, and how will it be different than our current situation?
Mm-hmm. Well, first let me say that the 2012 date is more of a culmination than it is an event unto itself. The process has been underway since the earliest coalescence of atoms into molecules, into stars, into angelic hosts, and into human creation. It's a process it's a vibrational pattern set forth by First Source, and therefore it replicates itself in ever-increasing efficiency and coherence. Earth is an unusual planet among the mysterious number of planets that dot the universe, and it is quite alive in its own right. It is nearing an alignment with this luminous field of First Source that enables a planet to shift its dimensional frequency. All of us, planets and creatures alike, are ascending dimensionally through time-space. This ascension is not arbitrary or capricious in any way. Rather, it is the plan of First Source in action. Many people I know are expecting 2012 to be a major event, as this alignment between Earth and its galactic center is arrived at. In a real sense, the global community of 10, perhaps 12 million people who are operating in the higher frequencies will notice the greatest change, and this change will be expressed in a heightened perception, an intuitive knowing, more of a fine-grained intuitive knowing, and a deepening emotional connection to their fellow man. Their ability to live a love-centered life by expressing the 6 heart virtues will be enhanced manyfold. This core group, having already developed the habits of fluid understanding, relaxed perceptions, and an unbreakable trust in the benevolence of the universe and its superintelligence, will have new creative powers because they will operate as one and not as individuals. At first, this operation will be murky to all but a few. Perhaps 1 out of 3,000 will feel it and see it. And I'm speaking of the 3,000 being from the group of the 10 to 12 million who are operating on those higher frequencies. So these small fractional percentage will see it and feel it in the coming years. And more will activate and become aware of this collective intelligence as well, as it becomes a very powerful co-creative entity of its own accord. Now, those who live in fear-based realities will, for the most part, have their fears amplified, as these incoming frequencies and radiations create a pace of change that makes for hardships in their life. Emotionally, they may even become more disconnected and withdrawn. So you see, 2012, it really represents different experiences for different states of consciousness. It will not be a singular event, like a solar eclipse that can be seen in most parts of the world. But quite frankly, no one really knows what it will be like with any precision, as it has no exact likeness, and its final chapter has not yet been written. So in this, the final chapter, we are all playing improvisational roles. There is no script, and there is really no director in the formal sense of the word. Instead, we are allowed by First Source to choose our destiny, live a love-centered life, and follow Earth's ascendancy, or live a fear-based life and remain in the third-dimensional frequency grid with its inherent limitations intact. In the final assessment, 2012 is a choice. Only those who are willing to undergo a fundamental revisioning, a new perspective, let's say, of the nature of reality, and open and avail themselves to the power of collective intelligence and how this intelligence restructures the face of humanity. Only they will really see 2012 as it is. All others will see illusions and, in a sense, be forced to live in the shadows of the real experience.
Yeah.